All right, welcome back for episode 48. Last time we did achieve a few advancements. We made some progress. We finally finished up with the subspace bubble, and we found some frogs, a witch hut. We tamed a new cat. So this time I'm thinking we're up near the deep dark, and we might as well take the long way back. I want to explore some more, but I don't think we're quite ready to go into the deep dark. I'd really like to get some of those night vision potions just to make it easier for the audience to be able to see what I'm doing there. Because it's dangerous to light it up with torches because that could set them off. So I was thinking that we would just kind of skirt the edge of that a little bit. Maybe explore this abandoned mine a little bit to see if we can get some more gunpowder to make the elytra an option going back because we're almost out of rockets. So let's get into the game, kind of assess our situation, and figure out where to go from here. All right, so inventory is completely full at the moment, but we do have shulker chests. So I think we can kind of expand what we have here and, I don't know, figure out a plan to get us back home. Figure out what we're going to need, and we will maybe make some more shulker chests. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we do have enough materials to make some more shulker chests. Let's see. Do we have a crafting? Yep, there we go. All right, we can make a little crafting table here. And, oh, we're almost out of wood. Do we have more wood? We do. Wow, I looked up and came prepared. There's also wood in the mine, so that would be an option. Let's make 2 more chests. We'll take those. We'll take these, and we'll make 2 more shulker chests. Oh, nope, don't stack. There we go. Okay. Now I'd like to eventually make these to where they're color-coded so we can figure out which one's which. But for the moment, we'll go with this. All right, so we'll put in some of the supplies here. They're just taking up space. I don't think we really need the carrot at the moment. Let's see, string. Yeah, I did look up. I was thinking that the frogs might like a spider eye, but they actually like slime balls. Makes sense. They're near the swamp, so yeah. Okay. So we will try to gather what we need to do something with the frogs at some point. I don't know if we're going to do that on the way back. We would need slime balls and then buckets to gather the tadpoles. So that is an option because there is an advancement just for getting a tadpole in a bucket. And then leashing each of the different types. So we could take the tadpoles, take them to different places, and eventually we could get it from those initial frogs that we've already found. So that is an option. Let's go ahead and, yeah, we just have random things that got thrown into bags. This is our taming bag, so we have bones, we have fish for the wolves and the cats if we find them. We also have some wheat for breeding. There's lots of different animals we need to breed. We have gotten down to our Silk Touch pickaxe. We did grab the Fortune 3 one, but we don't have mending on these, so we do need to be careful with our picks. Let's see. We have our different maps. We have our bed. We're going to need that just to be a little bit safer. And I think that's pretty good for what we've got here. We do have a lot of maps. Might need to name those or do something so that we can find them easier when we're trying to figure out where things go and which maps are where. Yeah, I'm not sure which map that is. Okay, yeah, what that is our southern map at the moment. So we do have another copy of that one. We do have a diamond pickaxe with unbreaking, which would be helpful if we could combine it with something else. Yeah, so we do have backups of those, I guess. We can think of it that way. We have boots if we're going into the nether again. Let's see. Yeah, we've picked up lots of random things here. We do have the leather boots, and the red one is kind of our stuff for trying to achieve more advancements. I'd still like to find a parrot. Excuse me. Still like to walk in the powdered snow. I think we've already achieved this one. We've gone through the nether, we've done the respawn anchor. So I think we're good with all those. I think it's really just the spyglass and the leather boots. But we'll be coming out near that snowy area, so we could attempt that again. Okay, and just checking. Okay, that's our new ones. I thought we had a boat. Did I have a boat somewhere? Or did we leave that with the goat when we floated with a goat in a boat? Maybe we did. Oh, no, there's the boat. I'm going to hold on to that again, because I think that may come in handy as we're traveling until we get more gunpowder. We have plenty of paper, so we can make more rockets. But we'll have to see if we can find some more sources of gunpowder. We are in a cave where there could potentially be some creepers, so we may be able to get some more. All right, but I think this is kind of a good reassessment of what we have, and we can go from here. And there we go. We have all of our gear again. We blocked this one off, blocked that one. Now let's go ahead and check this one. Or try to. Here we go. Got some bread, rails. Ooh, a channeling. Okay. And with that, our inventory is already full. All right. Are we going to be at the point where we have to set a chest down every time we do anything? Yeah, I've only got one extra space. Okay. And you can't put a shulker chest in a chest. So, wow. Yeah, we have kind of filled our pockets with so much that we don't really have room to have easy exploration. But here we go. We'll go ahead and add those. And then we can pick this one up. Here we go. Okay, so this one is for our adventures. This one's for storage, and then one extra one for storage. All right. And there's a spider that's making all the noise. I don't want to explore too much in this abandoned mine, but just want to take a quick peek. So far, no mobs, which I don't know if that's good or bad. We do need some more gunpowder. This might be a good place to find it. So far, no mobs. Okay. All right, well, plan B is we just head out, go to the overworld, and we will maybe collect some during the night there, or we can just travel by boat. We do have enough rockets that we could get most of the way home. We're picking up lots of those. Let's see. Yeah, I could just hit it. That would be the easy way to collect everything, but then it all goes in random. So I tend not to do that, but might as well. All right, and that one, actually this one has a space here. That can go. All right. Yeah, full inventory. Okay. And yeah, we're not going to go into that area. Okay. Well, before I get lost in the mine, let's go ahead and head back. Or am I already lost? Yeah, I may already be lost. That didn't take long. Okay. Nope, not that way. It is really easy to get lost in here if you're not paying attention. I should light things up in a different way. Yeah, we haven't been this way. I'm curious what that is over there. Oh, and there's a volunteer creeper. Oh, if we can just keep it from blowing up. There we go. And yay. More rockets. And the beauty is we can make those in our inventory if we keep the paper on us. There we go. There we go. 15 rockets is better than 9. That's probably enough to get us home. Yeah, this is our way back home. Ooh, that's a nice drop off. And a zombie about to knock me in. Or just really noisy down there. There we go. He's waiting for us to fall. I'm just curious what that is in the distance. It's just lit up really weird. And I'm going to focus on that and end up getting attacked by something, I'm sure. We're going to leave that cart there as an indicator of the way home. Okay, well, I think it was just this piece of wood. It was just lit up. Interesting. All right, well, let's head back. All right, we're going to check this out. There we go. Let's see, we got another one here. A little redstone won't hurt. And we'll just go ahead and do the easy way to pick it up this time. And this chest. Okay. Toss things in there. And I think that one's about full. Take the bread, put the card in there. And I think we had a space for those. Alright, well, that chest is about done. Okay, so we'll switch that one. I think this one was full. That one's got a little bit of space. Alright. So we'll say that one's full. And this is the one that we're going to use for now. And did I have my shield? Yeah, I have my shield on me. Have a map so that we can find our way. All right. Let's head back. Now, I'd kind of like to try getting, killing a mob near a sculk. The problem there is we may set things off, and I don't really want to go that route of having to fight things in the deep dark. Okay, well, this is our way out. And we got lucky when we came in, and there were no mobs in sight. It looks like there's one there. I wonder if we shot it from a safe spot so that there's no sound, would it set off the sculk? Let's see. What happens if we shoot it from here? I don't know if it's near a sculk, though. No. Oh, that one's not either. Okay. Yeah, we're going to keep a little distance. I'm not sure what the range is to set those off, but we're going to stay over here. Just a little bit longer. Okay, well, now we have mobs coming in from over there. I don't see any beside us. I don't see the spider that we were shooting at originally. Not sure where the spider went. And I am creeping, just in case. Yes, I think if we got that one right there, we might have a chance at getting one. And we're not in the ancient city. We're still way too high up to be in the city itself. That will be way below us. And this is our way back out. This is the way we came in. We could go back through the portal and take the easy way home. But I'd kind of like another shot at trying to find the... that is just creepy. Yeah, we need to come back with the night vision just to make that easier for everybody else to see it, because it really is not lit up very well. So yeah, we'll come back and do that later. As much as that seems like it might be an easy advancement to get, it would probably not end well. So yeah, we'll come back better prepared. Okay, and look at there. Even this way, we're in abandoned mines. We just can't avoid them. Yeah, we did just go ahead and seal this one off last time because it was a drop into lava. But that was a good sign that we were close to an abandoned mine nearby. Which actually makes it seem like that's a really big one, because this would be on the other side from where we entered last time. So, I do have my bed, which we should probably have that ready, because it looks like it may be nighttime. We have a long way to bounce up these rough stairs. Actually, this might be a good spot to go ahead and sleep in peace.
Respawn point set.
Yeah. There we go. Which respawn point is set, but I just picked up my bed. So it was more just we're resetting the night than actually trying to control where we respawn. I'm not sure where we would respawn at this point. We don't have a bed set. So would it go back to one of our bases? Can't remember how that game mechanic works. Alright. So I was looking, and the powdered snow is on the snowy slopes. So it's not actually necessarily on the peak. It's more along the sides. Yeah, we'll go ahead and... Oh, look at there. He gave us a potato. Yeah, tomorrow night I'll be doing my live stream. So this episode won't actually go out until Saturday. But I thought I'd go ahead and try to record one now. So I've got, a little bit of a buffer this time. I've been doing them the night before and hoping I get them. Oh, look at there. Aha! Oh, wait. It's a good thing until I'm stuck in it. There we go. Can I get out? There we go. Okay, let's grab our boots, and we can get that advancement. Wow, you really get stuck in there, don't you? Okay. All right, we will put our boots on, and let's stand on top of the powdered snow. That should give us an advancement. All right, we have our leather boots. We know that's powdered snow.
Ferrik_KJ has made the advancement light as a rabbit.
All right, we're ready to be an elf. Very nice. And we do have a bucket there. Let's go ahead and get a bucket of powdered snow. I got more buckets, so we can eventually get another water bucket. And now that one's full. It won't go in there, but we'll take that bucket of snow as a souvenir. All right, so we made some progress. We got an advancement already. All right, let's change our boots back, because I have a feeling we're going to end up needing those depth striders. Yeah, we're done with those. We'll keep an eye out for parrots. We'll keep that in there for the moment. Yeah, that's awesome. We've already got an advancement. Yeah, because I was expecting to have to go up into those mountains and spend a lot of time up there. And we were that close when we came out of the ground, and we would have missed it. Let's go ahead and switch to our map. Are we... No, that's the wrong map. That is our map. That's our original village map. So let's mark the spot where we came out of the ground a little bit better. Did I have that marked? This looks like the spot. There we go. There's our torches. Okay. Alright, so this was our original place that we came out of the ground. Let's see, let's place this one. And which map would it be? That's the one. That's our northmost map. So I think it was this one going down, and then that's our 5 maps. Although I think we have overlap. So we can take this one out. We will put that one away for now. And then we will put this one in our hand so that we can explore it a little bit on the way south. Let's see, I did put the boat away. Might as well throw a few things into a chest while we're still. We're going to keep that. We'll get rid of that. Yeah, I think that's good. Well, I guess we can... Yeah, we'll hold on to both of those for now. It doesn't leave us a whole lot of inventory space. But we will go with this for now. Wait, I need the silk touch. There we go. So we'll pick this one up. And that's, yep, that's that one. And then we will pick up our ender chest, because we need that to hold all of our shulker chests and everything else as they get filled up. All right. So we are very far north. Let's continue south. We do have our 15 rockets, so we can choose a path just to make this a little bit quicker. Tell you what, let's expand over this way a little bit and see what we see going off in this direction. See if we see any interesting biomes. Looking for jungle. There's a jungle maybe. Let's see if we can find a parrot over here. Maybe. It's not a very big jungle, but maybe that'll make it easier to find what we're looking for. Alright, let's look in our red chest, get our spyglass. Put that back up. Okay, I see bees. Yeah, there's definitely bees out there. Do we see parrots? More bees. Got sheep. We've got chickens. What else do we have? We have pigs. More pigs. Let's see. And if we get down closer to the ground, we'll hear them, which will probably be better. Yep. Yeah, we should be able to hear them. I hear a parrot. Now, where is it? Right there.
Ferrik _KJ has made the advancement. Is it a bird?
Very nice. Look at there. We found a pretty parrot. I don't know that I have any seed, but it's pretty likely we would find seed if we hit a couple of these pieces of grass. Do we want a bird on our shoulder as we're trying to make our way back south? I don't know if it will follow us. Let's see. We can get rid of this one. There we go. Put that one away. I think it's just seed. Let's find out. Oh, well, that's the right thing. We just need more of it. All right. All right, we need more of it. If we can find a second parrot, we could breed them. Yeah, did not expect to be mowing the grass in the jungle this episode, but go ahead and get as much as we can get right here. We'll get the one bird and see if we can find a second one. That's 10. Hopefully that's good enough to get 2 birds. Oh, there we go. A couple more. Okay, now where did the bird go? We can kind of follow the clearer path here. Maybe? Where did the bird go? Oh, creeper! Ah! Yeah, I keep trying to jump away and end up flying with the elytra and almost getting killed. So, we survived. But yeah, that could have been more gunpowder if I was better at jumping. Okay, I think that's bees and pigs. Oh, parrots this way. Where'd you go? Make some more noise. Let me find you. Alright, parrot is over here. Where's the parrot? Come here, birdie. Where did the bird go? I need to put her bed down soon.
Respawn point set.
Seems like we're out of the jungle over here. Give it a few more seconds here and we should be able to sleep. Yeah, I think the parrot would be back over there. There we go. Let's reset it to morning so we don't find too many more creepers unexpectedly. Alright. Well, I feel like I've lost the parrots now. We can just continue on. I know there's some parrots closer to home. Waiting for the parrot to make a noise again. No, I guess we're just going to get the one advancement for the parrots at the moment. Looking around like I can actually change my perspective. It's just one of those things when you're in a really dense biome like this, trying to peek around all the trees. Yeah, I'm all twisted around now. I'm not sure where the bird was, but hoping to find more. I think that's pretty much the whole jungle right over here. There's a little bit more, but yeah, it feels like the edge of the jungle. It's not a very big one. I'm hoping the creeper didn't blow it up. I don't think so, but yeah. I don't want to spend all night here looking for a parrot. We'll head out. We'll get the parrot another time. Yeah, we have all the seed. Might as well breed some chickens. I don't know if we've ever actually bred chickens. I think we did. There we go. There you go. A tiny bit of healing for my mending elytra. Oh no, you've already bred. There you go. There we go. We'll just leave the seeds for the birds. There you go. You guys enjoy. Eat the seeds. It's not a thing, but it should be. All right, let's head south again. Let's see what we find. Actually, we need to eat a little bit before we find another creeper. All right, but making good progress here. I'm enjoying this. Kind of taking the slow route home and just seeing what we see. But with that, we're kind of stuck in a forest. Let's get high above, see what biomes we find on the way. This looks interesting. Is this just plains? Yeah, it looks like it's just plains. Let's check our elytra. They're doing really good. We have a village. Didn't visit any villages last time. Yeah. Alright, that's the edge of the map. Let's go ahead and go up. We'll go back across. Yeah, some more nice plains there. Yeah. Ooh, there's more sulfur. Yeah, look at that. So yeah, we've got lots of sulfur here. Alright. Elytra's good. We have 10 rockets left. There's another water monument. Just got ocean for the moment. Let's see. That birch forest. It's loading a little slow. It's a nice island up there in the sky. We're almost... there we go. We're on the next map. Let's go ahead and pause here. And we'll change out our map. Kind of plan out the next stage. That is just a really cool floating island. There's a lot of floating islands over here. Yeah, we'll go over here on this little beach area. Because I'm thinking, let's ride in the boat for a little bit. Got the boat, might as well use it a little bit. Let's see. Nothing we need in that one. Nothing we need in that one. That one's empty. And there's our boat. Knew we had a boat somewhere. Okay, anything else we need? I think we've done everything here. So yeah, that one's now just a travel chest. Oh, I still need to grab my new map, don't I? Yeah. So it should be this map. Yep, that's the right one. So we will switch these out. Put this one here. And grab our Silk Touch pick. There we go. So we have all of our chests again. We have our boat, our bed. Let's save some rockets and go across the ocean a little bit. Alright, so we are here. No, let's just go south. Let's see what we see in the ocean. Hopefully no Nautilus. Alright. Just enjoy a little boat time here. Oh, there's Nautilus. Okay. I think we'll just ride the boat south for a little bit. Find something interesting, we'll take a little pause. Let's see, I'm looking at my list of different things. We have, is it a bird? We could craft a crossbow once we get back home. and then go look for a pillager. I know there's a nice pillager outpost south of us that would be fun. I definitely want to do more of these, the archaeology sites. I don't really want to take the time to do one this far away from home while we're out, you know, on a voyage. But yeah, we'll definitely do more of those. I'd still love to find a desert. Yeah, let's see. I'll go around the edge of this one for a little bit, see what's over on the other side. I see horses. Yeah, it is nice to go back to a boat after you've had the elytra. Makes you really appreciate having that view from up in the sky. Like we can see things from here, but we're seeing it at ocean level. So you're really getting the perspective of things off at a distance. Once you're up high, you get to see how things connect. It's like the first time you go up in an airplane. Yeah, I was an aerospace engineer. I was already going to Georgia Tech, started my major, taking my first semester of classes to become an aerospace engineer, and I had never been in an airplane. And then, yeah, spring break, there was a trip. It's the Burns Foundation. They have like a super weekend. It was down in Myrtle Beach. And so I had to get a flight from Atlanta to go to Myrtle Beach. That was my first flight in an airplane. And I was, like I said, already an aerospace engineer major at that point. So, yeah, I'll never forget that first time up in an airplane. Yeah, I'd still love to get my pilot's license. While I was in Air Force ROTC, while I was in college, I was doing Civil Air Patrol while I was part of the ROTC there, and actually got to log quite a few hours flying around Atlanta. That was amazing. Not sure what that is off in the distance there. It looks really cool. Thinking ship. Let's check our map. Okay, we're at the edge of the map. We need to head back. See, that would be west, so we need to head back to the east. We should probably stop and... Ooh, I'm seeing lots of sand. Is this all beach, or did we finally find a desert? I still see too many trees. I'm thinking this is just a beach. But let's go ahead and park here. Grab our boat. Switch to our bed. Or do we want to wait? Let's wait just a little bit and see if we get any creepers to spawn, you know, at a slight distance. But that might give us a chance to get more gunpowder, and we can enjoy the view. Go ahead and put the bed down. Beautiful sunset. Oh, and that is a village over in the distance. That's cool. It's a nice silhouette of the village over there. All right, we'll watch the moon rise, see what phase it's in. Yeah, I think that's really cool. The phase of the moon actually affects the slimes. That's just a cool game mechanic. All right, I think that's enough nighttime for things to spawn in the distance.
Respawn point set.
Let's grab our bed, and then we will wander up the sand over there and see if it's just beach or if we have found... see if we finally found a desert. I'm thinking it's just a beach. Yeah, this feels like a long beach. Yeah. Just beach. And I don't see any creepers that spawn in the beginning of the evening. Let's see. Well, this is really cool. Wow, that is a whole lot of turtles. Let's go look at all these turtles. See if there's any babies. I don't think I've seen a baby turtle yet. Very nice. this would be a nice little, like, turtle sanctuary. We could set something up on this island. It already has all of these, and I think they all return back to their spawn point. So yeah, they would all come back here. Yep. And I bet we could get one of them as our boat if we really wanted to. I think it is as easy as having a bucket and getting tropical fish. I don't have a saddle though. I don't think we can ride them without the saddle. Those don't seem to be tropical fish. No. You know what? I think it's time to go ahead and do another rocket, and we'll get into the next map. Because I would like to be home by the end of this episode. So we have about another 20 minutes or so to get home. Let's see what we can find. Okay, well this has a lot of potential. Let's see, we're in a dark forest. Do we see a mansion? Not seeing one yet, but let's get a little height. That's worth another one. Okay. Well, we have plenty of jungle. I'm not seeing a mansion. I do hear mobs. Yeah, that is an option. We can go down there and potentially get some gunpowder because it will be dark. Now, is it safer to do that during the day? Let's see. We'll go across the tops here and see what we see. Kind of listening out for things, but I don't hear any more. I just heard the one. Yeah, let's go ahead and go down to the ground. Let's see what's down here, ground level. I think we'll continue heading east for a little bit, just to see what we see down here in the forest. Keep thinking I'm hearing spiders, but I think it's all of the debris, the leaf debris on the ground. Wow, this is a really big dark forest. It just keeps going. Yeah, I'm thinking we'll go until we connect this path on the map with the other one, and then we'll head south into the next map. It would be nice to find a mansion. As I continue on the other side, let's grab the boat. Yep. Don't really want to traverse the jungle right now. It's one of those, it's just you end up jumping and climbing and you can't really see where you're going. Alright, well I think that turns into birch forest. I don't think we're going to have much success over there finding a woodland mansion. Let's see, where are we at on the map? Yeah, we're almost south enough to be onto the next map. Let's just follow the river for a little bit. We'll go along the edge of the jungle, but not go into it. I don't think we've seen pandas yet. I wonder if this might be a good place to see a panda. I do see lots of bamboo. Let's take a quick peek over there. I would like to see a baby panda. That would be awesome. want to venture too far in, especially when there's a huge ravine. Wow. That'd be a really cool waterfall, though. See if we can look over the edge without falling in. Yeah, very nice waterfall. That's cool. Hey, that really goes with the jungle. Well, that does kind of also limit us in exploring because, yeah, we don't have an easy path to get to the other side of the... Well, I don't know, maybe. Looks like it gets shallow and water on this side as well. Thought I heard a skeleton, but it may have been a different sound. Wow, this is really thick. It's like it's so open, and yet you really can't see that far ahead. Yeah, this is really interesting, traversing this type of bamboo jungle when it's so thick. It seems like you would get stuck a lot quicker, but I haven't really hit a point where I can't continue. Okay, there's some watermelons. Okay, well, I'm not sure if we've been... I think we've been to a bamboo jungle. I'm pretty sure there was a bamboo jungle on our southern map. There we go. Got the nice tall jungle. It's still saying it's bamboo jungle, so I guess it can have those different varieties of, you know, either trees or all bamboo, and it's still the same biome. Alright, well, we are into the next map, but I don't know if I feel safe to put down a chest. Let's see if we can get to the edge over here first. Or maybe this is a clear spot. Let's see. Yeah, we have some visibility here. This will be good enough. Ooh, what's that? Ooh, that's a find. I didn't realize they still had these in the game. Yeah, let's spend a few moments here. Let's try to be safe about it, but... where's the entrance? Is it in the hill so that I missed it? Oh, nope, there's the entrance. Let's be a little smart about this. And we'll put a bed down right there.
Respawn point set.
Reset spawn. And switch to our shield. Just because this is a dark place that things can spawn in here and cause some trouble. Yeah, so far this is nice. I remember when these were like one of the only structures in the game. Let's go ahead and we'll block that off. Just so nothing creeps in on us, you know, like a creeper. And go ahead and eat. Make sure my hunger bar is full, just in case we need to heal. I'm going to take those in case I need to block things off. Okay, now this is booby trapped. It's going to fire at us if we're not careful. I think it's on that passage. Yeah, I think that's the booby trap part. And I don't remember the combination, but you can always just break the blocks. Okay, that did something. That did something. That didn't do anything. Let's see. Oh, there's the tripwire. Yep. Booby trap. We can just make it shoot all the arrows and then it's safe, or we can just break the string. And actually, this is part of what we need to make a crossbow. So we can collect those arrows and make a crossbow. Okay, there's another one there. So where is the string? Okay, there we go. And 2 more arrows out of there. And, you know, waste not, want not. Let's go ahead and grab the resources in here. Okay, and there's the other string. Yep. And we'll grab the arrow. And a few more arrows. Very nice. We'll grab this one. Oh, there we go. Grab those. And the strings. Might as well. Okay, well, not the best treasure. Wow, that is some sorry treasure. Let's go ahead and grab a shulker box. I think this is the one that has a little bit of space in it. And we'll just make that over here. Clear a few things out for the moment. And did I leave the crafting table? I think I may have left the crafting table, or it may be in another shulker box. There we go. Okay, what do we need to make a crossbow? Okay, so an iron, string, sticks. Do we have iron? We have iron. We have string. We have the hooks that we just got. Alright, we have a crossbow. Do we have to loot a crossbow to get credit?
Ferrik_KJ has made the advancement old Betsy.
Nice. You have to shoot the crossbow. Alright, well, we have a crossbow. Very cool. Alright, well, that's another advancement. We're doing good tonight. For just being a, you know, a casual exploring as we head south, we're doing pretty good getting new advancements tonight. Alright. Well, since I've broken things here, the code to get in is probably broken as well, so we're not going to be able to get in the correct way. Let's see. Does that one have everything we can put in there? Yep, that one's pretty full. Let's go ahead and pick that one back up. Set that one over here. Double check this one. I think this one is full. No, that one's got a little bit of space. Okay. Yeah, toss that in there. And yeah, looks good. Yeah, the redstone's already kind of messed up, so let's just gather it. Okay, that's not the way. Yeah, I know we should have done it the correct way, but I think we'd already messed it up. But yeah, that's the mechanism for you to get to the treasure. If you do it right, it pushes the pistons, which we may have gotten it. I don't know, do we have it? Yeah, I think we did do it, because that's the way you drop there to access the treasure. So we did solve it. Alright, nice. Do we not have those in the container? Oh, wow. Cannot keep things from filling up my inventory here. Alright, let's toss things in the shulker chest, I guess. Yeah, it's just a lot of distinct blocks that we're getting there. It's hard to keep those stacking up correctly. Oh, we don't need both of those. And we'll pass through again. And we'll collect that. There we go. And yeah, I want the pistons too. Yeah, we did solve it. So it was the first and the third. Okay. That was fun. That was a nice little extra thing that we got to do on this expedition. Very cool. Could not have planned that. Okay, that one is full. We could be more efficient with these because we're not completely filling them all up. Yeah, I guess when it says and 22 more, that's full. Let's see, we'll switch to this one. Start filling this one up. Chest, blocks. I think that's everything. And we could put things into our ender chest because we can put the shulker boxes in there. You just can't put a shulker box in a shulker box. Alright, and we're almost at an hour. So let's see where we're at. I do need to set down my ender chest because I think we're out of that map, right? Why am I putting that up there? I thought I put my shield on. Did I put a bag in my inventory all that time? Anyway. There we go. No, I moved that over. Yeah, I moved the wrong thing. So, yeah. And then where did our map go? Did I put the map away already? Yeah, putting random things into chest. I think I might have. Alright. No map in there. No map in there. What did I do with my map? Okay, am I missing something obvious? Where did my map go? Oh, it went in there with the bundle. Yeah, I missed the obvious. The bundles do that. Okay, so we are off this map. So let's grab that one. That one goes here. Is this the map we're on now? Nope, that's not the map we're looking for. Yeah, that's the map we need. Let's put that one away. Silk touch and grab the other ones. There we go. There we go. And we can use this one for the other ones. There we go. Okay, that's our 22. That's our one that had our good stuff, but we can use that one for extra space. We need that and that. Elytra is looking okay. We have 7 rockets. I'm thinking at this point we sleep in that bed really quickly, and then we just use the elytra to get home because we're almost at an hour. But look at there. It's 3 more advancements in this episode. Doing really good. All right, and yeah, that's cool. I did not expect to find that. Okay, so we are here. We can just do another trip south, but we kind of need to get clear of the jungle so we can use the rockets. Let's head over to the edge here. Ooh, is that Savannah? Ooh, okay. Oh, something's shooting at me. Oh, man, actually hit me. I don't think we've been to the Savannah yet. I'm looking for armadillos because I would really like to do that XP farm. So before we start flying away, let's go double check over here. I just see that one tree right there. I don't know if we have a Savannah, but maybe. We'll see if we can find some armadillos really quick. Let's see. We'll go up this way. We can do our little cubert blocks. Alright, well, we got the pig. We got lots of pigs. Alright, do we see armadillos? This should be the right biome to find them. And we're back off of this map. Alright, so we need to head south again. Well, this is plains, so is it really just that tiny? Yeah, it may just be that one little spot was a savanna. Let's go back and double check. Make sure that was a savanna. Yeah, this is a savanna right here. It's just really tiny. Okay, well, that's not as useful. It's potential. I mean, an armadillo could spawn in this little area, but yeah. Let's head home. All right, get some speed here. And we'll head south on a different path so we're not covering the same ground. Oh, looks like we found more savanna. Maybe over here. All right, and we are down to 6 rockets. So we're going to have to be careful trying to use these to get home. Armadillos! We found armadillos. We could try to get armadillos home in boats with string, kind of the way we moved. There is a village over there. Okay, I think we'll remember this spot on the map. Okay, so this map right here, that little green area on the left side. All right, now that we know that there are armadillos, we will come back here in another trip and gather them. What? Did I scare it? Yeah, I scared it. Nice. Yeah, we'll come back and we'll be prepared to get them back home. So we have a nice village. We have enough savanna that there are a couple. Now we need is 2. Get them back home and we can breed them. I just want to make sure I know the way back home before we try to make a trip pulling a boat behind us. All right. Elytra's looking good. We have 6 rockets. Let's see how far we can make it. Of course, I'm also looking, that path on the right is all water. We could head to that and we would be safe taking a boat all the way down to the other map. Let's see how far this one rocket gets us. If it gets us into ocean, we might continue heading south in the ocean. Well, not right over that water monument, we're not. Let's at least get past that. Oh, another mushroom island. Let's take a quick look at that mushroom island. Well, we'll go ahead and grab some water and put my boat down and ride the boat to the mushroom island. You know, I wonder if this is the same mushroom island that we found. If there's a torch over where we stopped the creeper from spawning in the grass on the edge, this might be the one that we discovered in a previous episode where I got lost at sea. Let's see, where was the one torch? It was like a little grassy area over on the side. Let's kind of do a little quick lap of this and see if we see it. Yeah, we also need to come back here and do the mushroom. Well, actually, I have some wheat on me. It is wheat for the mushrooms, right? There we go. We made a baby mushroom. Aw, adorable. All right, very cool. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know for sure this was the same island. This kind of has a different feel to it, but it seems, I don't know, amazing luck to find 2 mushroom islands. This does have a different feel to it. I don't remember there being a hill like this in the other one. Oh, maybe? That could be it. That could be the grassy part we discovered. I don't see a torch over here. But it was something similar to that, where we lit it up, because that was the only grass we saw on the other island. So a creeper did spawn over there on that island. They can't spawn on the mushroom blocks, but they can spawn on any grass that happens to be around the edge of it. This is a cool island. This is huge. Now you can make a base here and you wouldn't have to worry about mobs. There's a little bit of sand over there. I guess things could spawn over there. That's a whole lot of little mushrooms too. It's a neat particle effect that you get from these. Alright, getting distracted again. We are almost on to the next map. Let's go ahead, do one more bottle rocket, head south. Get on to the next map. And now we know where there's a Savannah and a mushroom island. Yep, and there are water monuments everywhere. There's another one. Okay, we are off of the map. And out at sea. We need to find some kind of land so that we can switch maps. Oh, I wasted a rocket. We're down to the last two. I think... Nope, that's going... There we go. Now we're going south. Well, now we're going south. Yeah. Alright, let's see where we end up landing. Is that a village underwater? That's some weird colors underneath. What is that? No, it's just grass. That looks strange approaching it. Okay, that... Aha! Look at there. We are home. With one rocket left, we have arrived at our island base. Ah, home again, jiggity jig. Nice landing. Let's go inside.
Respawn point set.
Reset our spawn. I think real quick we're going to put our maps up and then that will be where we end. This one I think goes there. Oh, we need item frames. Wow, that gets huge, trying to walk around with nothing else in your hand but a map. We need leather. We'll leave one. I think we'll start with letting the copper golem sort our things next time. Alright, so we need leather and sticks. There we go, item frames. And I think... Oh, that's all the sticks we had. Okay, let's go ahead and make more sticks. And I know we need at least 3. We might need a 4th, I'm not sure. Yeah, we are at just over an hour, so I'd like to go ahead and finish this if we can. I think the next map is going to have to go upstairs. Okay, does that connect? Yeah, that looks correct. Well, we'll go ahead and use the ender chest here. Alright, so we need this one, and this would be the next one. Yep, that looks like that connects. And then the next one has to go upstairs because we've run out of space. Alright, and this one goes here. Oh, and I didn't grab the map, did I? Oh, is this map? Yep, that's the map. Okay, so yep, that was where we came down there. Do we have one more? Got so many maps now. We're going to go back and fill all these in at some point. I think this one was a duplicate. Let's see. Yeah, that's the map that we're on. That's the map south of us. This is a duplicate of this map. Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be where we're standing right now on that map. So, yeah, that's the same map. Yeah, you can see the river on the bottom right. It's the same river there. I think we'll just toss this one in the chest so it's not confusing until we come back to it later and forget what it was. Alright, so I think that's our maps. Did we just do 2 maps above this one? Yeah, because that's the snow areas. Yeah, we only did 2 maps, and then the third map was a duplicate. Yeah, that would make sense, because it was about 7,000 blocks. These are about 2,000 across. So yeah, that would be the top of that map. So yeah, we only needed 2 maps. Alright, very cool. Let's go ahead and collect this. There we go. Got our chest back. We can unpack all of these next time. And I'm not sure last time we actually slept. Let's go ahead and sleep in the bed again. I know we slept on the trip, so it hadn't been too long. But let's sleep in our bed back here at base. And we can spend some time and fill those in once we have more rockets and we know that our elytra is a little bit more toward fully repaired. So, alright, this has been pretty cool. Let's do that one more time. We made some advancements. Let's switch back, see what we got here. Alright, so we got the... which ones did we get? We got the... Is it a bird? We got old Betsy, because we made a crossbow from the supplies that we got at a jungle temple. I think that's what that one is. And then we walked on the snow with our leather boots. So this was a really good trip. Thank you for watching. We're making a lot of progress. We're at 68 of 126 now. So we're moving along pretty good here. I think as we're getting more supplies, it's opening up opportunities to get some of these. But I think we're going to end up in the position that we're getting to the more challenging ones as well. And the ones that are going to take a lot of work, like trying to get all the cats and all the wolves. And especially getting all the armor. Yeah, that's one that we can get next time. We can try to apply our armor trim. So we can potentially get a really quick one next time. I think it's in the chest right next to me over here. So let me go ahead and get ready. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. And going to be making this series until we get through all the advancements. So subscribe, come back for more, and I will see you next time.